Hi, this is Lynn with Educating with Wisdom, and I'm just going to, I can't really make this smaller here. I don't know how to do that. So, the ambassador for heaven's creating and protecting goddesses and archangels over life. Put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness, and against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, I did an introduction video, but I just felt that it was going on too long. And what happened is that they're in my computer and they're taping it in such a fashion, my monitors, that they slow things down, they move things up on things that I'm taping on this computer. So I just want to make sure that we're getting it here. The British Freemasons, Meghan Markle, Lincoln Assassination, Hamilton, and taking on the world. Let's remember the presidents of the United States for a moment, shall we? Let me put this on pause. Dear Lord in heaven, please look after me and help me to say this as quickly and as most expeditiously as I possibly can. Is the Crown about to give us a rushed baby delivery for the surrogate mother of Meghan Markle in Morocco? Will they give us a happy ever after reuniting of the Markle family so that England can finish its takeover of the U.S. and launch its full domination? The Crown, Obama, the Markles, and Hollywood are used to staging and starring in soap operas. It would be nice if I could read my own writing. The role of Leo. We left Leo, and Regulus in 2011 just as I was getting my information out to G4 as the British and Obama. I sent it, they got it October the 20th, that's when it began, 2011, and we left Leo and Regulus on the 28th of November. Leo, get out. They're into domination, having fun, staging, orchestrating, false law, false this, false that. It's time to get rid of Leo. Think of the lion. I think it is, what is it, Genesis 49. Look at Jacob's blessing on Judah, and you get a feeling as for what Leo is about. All right, the entire scheme of the British, they have Leo on top and Leo on the bottom. Meghan Markle has put the United States onto her coat of arms, and she has chained the Holy Spirit, which is a blasphemy. All right, how do you do? The entire scheme with the British monarchy, the Markle family, and the Rach and Meghan Markle is all part of the British Red Dragon claiming of the U.S. and the rest of the world. Only a few have complete information. Most of the people and groups who work with them are selves, and they run off of a type of pyramid model. The British, which is, of course, that whole, the seeing one eye thing that's also related to the Masons. The British and Obama did not want you to know about the Tree of Life offer coming from the real head of the Church of Ephesus. I'm trying to get this to move down. The Queen Bee Syndrome. Take a look at Queen Bee Syndrome and co-optation, which is putting women into positions to do men's dirty work. Like, we agree to men and what they want and the status quo, and so those women rise to the top. And the same is true of minorities. So what is the big push for the musical Hamilton? Now, this is important for everybody because it has something to do with the British. Hamilton wanted to keep, did Lin-Manuel Miranda really write all of this by himself? Why would a minority write a musical about Alexander Hamilton? He was against the Bill of Rights. Oh, come on, folks. As soon as you begin looking into Alexander Hamilton, he was against the Bill of Rights. What kind of a minority person looks after this? He was against direct election. He was against the Bill of Rights. He was against direct election. He wanted a close relationship with the British. I should say, he was an imperial federalist who upheld the rights of slavery, and like Washington and several other founding fathers, he was part of the Masonic Brotherhood, but not Adams, Jefferson, and George Mason. And as soon as I came out with being a December the 12th and what my role was going to be, helping to also not only bring together the Union of North America, but to change the paradigms, and also talked about the pattern of four that was going on with the earthquakes in Christchurch and how they needed to come to Canada. As soon as I came out with this, and I have it online, I have these email online already, the attack began, and the Masons set up a program in George Mason University, and George Mason was against them. The British security system always knew about the Markles. They always did. And this is a setup. The British have one of the most comprehensive diplomacy programs the world has ever seen. Why haven't they done something about the Markles and reached out a long time, it should say a long time ago? The Markles are paid and are used as interference. Think of it as football. We got the tummy going down over there. We got this going down. Everybody's complaining about Meghan. Okay, let's bring the Markles back and let's do this with them. With all the people who came to the wedding, all the questionable, non-related people, why did Mr. Markle not receive an invitation? Why did Doris Raglan need to sit alone? Why were some of her side of the family not invited? Oh, real African Americans. Why don't we invite the real African American side of her? Is Doris Raglan already with Meghan Markle, Rachel Meghan Markle? Remember, she is the second beast. She was a makeup artist in Hollywood. Yes, she was. And that might help to explain why so many Rachel Meghan Markle staff left. How could a dresser really dress that false tummy? All right. The British Crown, Hollywood, and the British media are running interference, all to get at the Commonwealth. Thank you. This is to be resumed. Wait until you find out how the British have been trying to get us. Let's see, since the Canadian Rebellion and Lower and Upper, well, they gave first dibs to Canada, and this was in 1836, 1837, and they first gave them rights. Victoria wanted to begin to set up the United States coming back into them. Then they were very much involved in setting up the Civil War. And when the Civil War was over, it was one of the Masonic people that was connected to England, both that killed Abraham Lincoln. Oh, folks, it gets nasty, really nasty. Let's take a peek. Let's begin to take a look at what these things are. Okay. Take a good look and get to find out about the British and the Brotherhood and the Masons. It's not good, folks. Remember, they did not want direct election under Hamilton. They wanted an electoral college because he didn't think the few people that could vote should be trusted to vote. Peek. Yep. I'm going to screenshot. How's outside? Mm-hmm. My goodness. All right, Glenn. A former makeup artist, business owner, and yoga instructor. Thank you, people.